We're here with Joe Hersom. Joe is the president of the Lobster Bowl game this year and past years. How many years, Joe?
This will be my 6th year as president.
And, of course, you go back with the lineage of this game. Your dad very involved in this, and we lost your dad a couple of years ago. But just like BJ and his dad, your dad was instrumental in getting this game up and going. It must give you a source of pride, Joe, that you're doing this for the shrine, but Dad's memory, too.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's an honor to be in this position with the Lobster Bowl, and took a lot of pride in watching my dad and his role in this game growing up. When we'd go to the field or we'd go to the banquet and seeing how he was regarded as president of this game, you knew it meant a lot, and super proud to be a part of it for sure.
So what are some of the things that go on behind the scenes that folks might not know about this game? BJ was just telling us you're number 2 in the country. That's a fantastic honor for a state the size of Maine.
Yeah, it behind the scenes gets a little crazy. We get to deal with a little bit of everything. You never really know from year to year, but you know, we're trying to make sure we're getting the tickets sold and we're promoting the game and we're getting the coverage that the kids deserve for their fundraising efforts. But just really trying to dot all the I's and cross all the T's at this point. But as the staff that we have now, we've been together for a long time, so we're a well-oiled machine and look forward to Saturday.
And it seems as if you're settled on a nice location, centrally located down at Lewiston High School. Jason Fuller, tremendous AD to work with here. So this seems like a really good marriage.
Yeah, top-notch down there with Jason. He takes great care of us. It's a great place to watch a football game. We've basically sold that place out since we've been there, and it just creates a really great atmosphere for some high school football.
Well, great, Joe. Thanks for coming on with us. Continued success to the premier All-Star game, I think, here in the state of Maine, the Maine Shrine Lobster Bowl Classic. Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you. We're here with Noah Carpenter, Leavitt High School and soon-to-be University of Maine student athlete. And congratulations on your Fitzpatrick Award as well, Noah, the outstanding football player last season. Noah, you come into this game as a quarterback, and I bet there's a little coaching that you're doing here because you're running a spread offense. I'm sure you're coaching up some of the players maybe that haven't run in this. Is that true?
Yeah, just kind of early. We got 5 kids from Leavitt, so we got some guys to lean on with Hath obviously being the offensive coordinator. Our guys are great. You know, I tend to think of our offense as kind of like a box of chocolates because you don't know what you're going to get. But, yeah, no, these guys are great. They have great mindsets coming into this, so it's just giving them the little stuff that they need so that we can go out on Saturday and play straight up, play football, have fun.
Well, one of the things that has evolved in this game is the offenses. Before, these were really close, hard-fought, tooth and nail games with a lot of defense. Kind of easy to put a defense together in such a short period of time. But I think the evolution of the spread offense and the fact that you guys are doing 7-on-7 all the time, everybody's doing 7-on-7, so when you come in, all the concepts are basically the same.
Yeah, no, it's great. Obviously, going with the spread offense, Hath had said the other day that the reason why he thinks that they call it the spread offense is because you like to spread the ball around, give everyone a touch, and especially in this game, you know, it's for a great cause, and just all these kids on this offense on the west side is unbelievable. You know, they're here for a reason. They're one of the best players on their teams. So just giving the ball to everyone and being able to spread the love around is just truly amazing.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your future. You are doing a back to the future, as I like to call it, because you're going to the University of Maine. You're going to play 2 sports. I mean, that was done 50 years ago when I was up there, but not that lately, but 2 sports.
Yeah, no, I'm truly pumped with the opportunity that they have given me with playing both sports. they've been great with it. You know, the coaches, Derba and Stevens, talking it out and make sure that we're on the same page. But, you know, it's an unbelievable experience, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Well, you're very much part of this game and very much part of the football landscape here in the state of Maine. We're looking forward to watching your career at the University of Maine, Noah, unfold. We'll be back. We'll have more interviews here from Press Day after this.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
B.J. Robbins, the athletic director of the game, but you played a lot of roles in this game, B.J., over the course of the years, from player to coach to now athletic director. Talk a little bit about your history with the game.
Yep, I played in I think it was the 9th game, 2000. I played with one of your sons, actually, Andy. That's how I got a feel for what the game means and the experience of the week. And it's one of the reasons that I decided to become a Mason and a Shriner. I wanted to make sure just the experience I had here throughout the week wanted me to be, forced me to want to become involved with the game. And here I am now going on 10 or 11 years as athletic director and coordinator. So it's pretty awesome.
And I think you also had an assistant coach. And did you ever be an assistant coach, or did you just move right into athletic director?
I went right into athletic director. I feel like I've helped at times because when I was here, I've coached with Stacey Doucette at Oak Hill for years, and he would always pull me into this as well. But I pretty much jumped right into a coordinator, athletic director role. It's a goal of mine to someday be a coach, but obviously the year that I coach, I'll have to have someone that's willing to do what I'm doing.
So, BJ, as far as the game, you're in the 34th year now. So, you know, there's a standard to be met every single year. And as you've told me in the past, this game will be over and you'll start planning next year.
Yeah, we already started planning next year. As soon as the kids check in, as soon as we get them all checked in here, we're already thinking about next year, you know, the Board of Governors. We have high expectations every year for the kids. You know, last year was probably the number 1 year donation-wise for us. We were actually the number 2 Shrine sports game nationally donation-wise to the hospitals last year. So we're pretty proud of that. And our goal is to get to number 1. And, you know, this year's team's done, I don't know what the final numbers are yet, but they are right on track to what last year did. So we're pretty happy about that.
Well, that's fantastic. Number 2 in the country, and a lot of these games are older than your games that go along in the country. How many games are there nationally for the Shrine?
I don't know that number off my head right now. It's not as many as it used to be, but it's still a lot. Joe probably will know better. But there's a lot of them. And like you said, there's a lot of big games. That includes our East-West college game. There's a lot of bigger high school games than us that draw in a lot more kids. So it's pretty good deal. Pretty honored to be number 2 in that nationally. It's a big deal for us. We're pretty happy.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for all your great work in this game over the years. And here's to another success. And already planning for next year is going to be great.
Yes, absolutely.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Here with Ashton Duran of Orono High School, and we have Ashton on because every year that we come up to do this, we find the top fundraiser and congratulate him and give him a chance to share his success story because, Ashton, we know that in order to be the top fundraiser, your community had to get 100% involved. So this Orono community always been top-notch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm originally from Glenburn, but the Orono community has been so accepting because with Glenburn we get school choice, and so I decided to pick Orono because I've always played football there and I had a bunch of friends there, and it's just been so accepting with everybody in that community. It's just always kind of backed the football program and especially backed me. And then when the community heard that I was being sent to the Lobster Bowl, everybody's like, well, you know, we got one more time to back this guy and make sure kind of push him through.
And how much money did you raise this year for the game, Ashton?
About $7,200 last time I checked, I think.
That's fantastic. And, of course, fundraising ongoing. You can check out the Shriners Facebook page for more information on that. You're also coming off a highly successful high school career, state championship for the Orono Red Riots.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first state championship we brought back since the 90s was the last time we won a state championship in Orono. It was just such a good feeling because we've all played together since we were in about 5th and 6th grade, and we've all kind of moved up the ranch together, and we knew we were going to be something special as soon as we walked onto the field in June that year, and, you know, we made it happen. We had one goal, and that was to win a gold ball, and thankfully we accomplished it.
Well, there was a tremendous season and a tremendous rebuilding program that Coach Sinclair did, and started with you guys. You were telling me that when you were in youth football, Coach Sinclair and his staff came down and took over the reins of the youth program.
Yeah, I mean, back when I was in 6th grade, we had the entire varsity coaching staff come down and coach all of us up, and so I've only had one head coach my entire high school career, and that's been Coach Sinclair, and he's a phenomenal coach, a phenomenal guy. I mean, he's been checking up on me all week and everything like that. Hey, how are you doing? You playing good? Yada, yada, yada. And he's just a phenomenal coach and a phenomenal guy, and he has a special place in my heart.
Yeah, mine too. I got to coach with Coach Sinclair at several camps, Camp Touchdown down at Castine for a couple of summers, and then he invited me to be an assistant coach in the game my son's senior year. So that would have been 1999, and that was the first year that the East won. The West had won every game up until that. Coach Sinclair put together a great staff, and we had some great players there. So great memories there for you guys at Orono, and still memories to be made. What are your future plans?
So this August, I'm headed down to Plymouth State University in Plymouth, New Hampshire, and my goal is to play football down there, and right now I'm studying exercise science.
Fantastic. Well, good luck in your career, Ashton. Thank you for everything you did in your community, Glenburn and the Orono football community did for this game, raising all that money. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Same thing as always.
That's the front of the net.
Little things to make you what you are.
0, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sit right here.
Well, we're here with Toby Nelson. It's another year here for the Lobster Bowl. Toby, Foxcroft Academy, hosting again this year. They do an outstanding job here. How many years has this been?
Actually, it's our 10th year. It's funny, when we were checking kids in on Sunday, we said, how many years is this? And we went and counted back, and sure enough, it's the 10th year that we've hosted them. And each year it seems to get better and better. We always try to work out some wrinkles from the year before, but so far this year, it's been a really, really good training camp for the East and West.
I know one of the key factors here in the Shrine coming up here and is your hospitality, but also something very important in the middle of July is air conditioning for the kids.
Yeah, no question about it. And it seems like no matter what week, no matter what days, this is always the hottest week of the summer. But the kids do enjoy the air conditioning. The dorms are all air conditioned. School, not so much, but the fact is they can deal with a little bit of heat when they're doing that and then going back up to the dorms. But so far, so good up in the dorms, yeah.
And it's just not football here this week. There's lots of other things. The Maine Army National Guard came in yesterday, and they put on a program for the kids. They were a big sponsor of this game as well. And so lots of things, lots of activities for the kids to do in the downtime. Not a lot of downtime.
No, there's not a lot of downtime. And, you know, they tell them at the beginning of the week, you know, we say lights out around 10 o'clock at night, and you seem like as a teenage kid, come on, 10 o'clock. And as soon as they get here and realize we're practicing 3 times a day, 10 o'clock seems perfectly fine to them. So, yeah, not a lot of downtime. The Army National Guard here yesterday put on a great obstacle course. They got time to play ping pong and pool up in the dorms. They're going to play some bowling tonight and also arcade games. So I think overall the kids just really, really enjoy the week. The coaches do as well. So.
Well, other than the heat, not too many other weather factors so far this week. And here, of course, showers are always a possibility. But you guys have the brand new field house you're able to use for the kids as well.
Yeah, we do. And, of course, it's field turf. So sometimes they want to go in just to kind of get used to the turf, which they'll play on down at Lewiston. So, you know, great opportunity for them to get inside. If it pours, no big deal. Just go in the field house and they stay nice and dry. So.
Well, thank you very much, Toby, for being with us.
Thanks.
When I walked through these doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
This is a grand opening for our esports arena. We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in esports.
So we're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together. That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to live here.
We're here with Mark Smith. Mark is a longtime sponsor of this game with his company, Maine Athletic Fundraising. How long have you been involved in the sponsorship here at the Maine Shrine Lobster Bowl, Mark?
This is our 14th annual leadership scholarship with the Shrine Game.
So talk about what the leadership scholarship goes to, and what is the criteria to receive the scholarship, Mark?
Yeah, so literally back in 2010, meeting up with some of these Shriners, we just thought it would be a great partnership, really, a fundraising company and a game that's all about fundraising. We really wanted to give back, so we just decided that the idea of giving a leadership scholarship to players and cheerleaders in the game would be the best way to do that. And, these players and cheerleaders, just to make this game is such a great thing for them, and so they're very accomplished athletes. So it's difficult to actually give the scholarship because there's a lot of great applicants. And so this will be our 14th year in a row with that.
Fantastic that. Now, tell us a little bit about Maine Athletic Fundraising, what your company does, and how it promotes high school sports here and other programs in the state of Maine.
Yeah, no, we are big into football and really any sport in the state. We work with programs, youth programs, to help them raise money. Just recently, last year, we merged with another company to bring us a brand new digital platform, which I believe in my 17 years in experience in this industry is the best digital platform out there in the country. So we're very excited about that, and we're hoping to raise teams even more money this year. But we're heavily involved in football and heavily involved with the Maine Football Coaches Association, which ultimately led us to the Shrine Game.
So that's a great pairing for you, working out with the coaches as well as being a big sponsor of this game and helping folks around the state. Mark, I want to thank you for coming on. Thanks for your sponsorship of this great game, and certainly many more years of it. We're in the 34th year, and we're going strong.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
We'll have back to more here after this. The Levitt Hornets have established themselves as one of the leading football programs in the state of Maine.
Goes down, he's got his man wide open down the seam, going to be 6. Touchdown Hornets, just what the doctor ordered.
And the Hornets know when it comes to fundraising that Maine Athletic Fundraising is just what the doctor ordered.
So here we are today at Levitt Area High School, and I've been working with Coach Hathaway. This will be my 9th year, kicking off his team. They're a great program in the state of Maine, and I enjoy kicking them off every year. They've got motivated kids, and they do a real good job with the fundraiser every year. I think you guys are ready to roll. What do you think? Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
You got it. You're all set.
So we've been working with Maine Athletic Fundraising for the last 10 years with Mark Smith. Mark's been very helpful to our program. The nice thing is we're in the preseason, double sessions, a lot going on, but they come in and take care of everything. You give the players a good talk, pump them up for the fundraising, get them the materials they need and some ideas to sell the cards, and then they get the kids out and go. So it's been very helpful to our program. We've been able to raise thousands of dollars every year, and it helps us out a lot.
We're here with Adam Hinckley of Oak Hill High School, and you've got a unique story here. One of the neat things about this game is it spans generations, and it spans families. Tell us a little bit about your family situation, Adam, and you're here for the game this year, and what about last year?
So my brother, Alex Hinckley, came here last year as a lineman, and I'm just looking to fill his shoes and really just put in the work, and just hopefully we can have a better season than last year and just put in a W this year.
So you come from one of the smaller programs in the state. How's the acclimation process to working in here with teams, from players that have played Class B and A and AA?
There's definitely a lot of skill here, and with the skill comes a lot of bigger guys. But I'm really looking forward to playing with my O-line. These guys, they're dogs up front. They know how to block, and they're putting holes for me to hit, and they're doing mainly the big work, and I'm just getting the yards.
So how's been the outside events here? They're keeping you very busy besides the day-to-day practices, 3 practices a day, but they're filling the day, aren't they?
Absolutely, absolutely. They feed us good here. We're eating 4 times a day. I mean, we're not going hungry. And then we got bowling tonight. Thursday we're going to the beach. Yesterday we had Army National Guard training, and they're just keeping us busy. We're just keep working.
So the community supported your efforts in the fundraising. You want to thank some of the folks at Oak Hill community here helped you out?
Absolutely. My family has been a very big help. They've always been a huge help. They've always put forward a lot of support as far as fundraising goes. They've always been there. And I'd like to thank my grandmother. My grandmother has been definitely the biggest support throughout my whole high school career. Football, lacrosse, you name it, anything, she's there. Goes to every one of my games. She puts in fundraising every time I ask, and she's just always there.
Well, we're going to make sure that she's going to get the link to download for this game so she can have it. See you score a touchdown.
She'll be there.
She'll be at the game. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you. We're here with Skip Capone. Skip, one of the neat things about coming up here for this stay here, I get to see some of my old coaching buddies from back in the day, and there aren't many of us go back as far as you do here in the state, Skip.
You and I met in 1984.
Yes, we did.
Coach Wolfgram.
Absolutely. We had a scrimmage at Gardner High School. I think you guys came over. And certainly those were good times and a different game back then, Skip.
A little bit different,
Yeah, so you're taking a major step back into a head coaching role at Cheverus High School. Talk to us a little bit about your thought process and jumping back into it and what you're looking forward to.
I just needed a challenge. No reason to get up every day. You know, I'm retired from full-time work. I have an opportunity to work with some great assistant coaches. That really made it my choice pretty simple. I think Cheverus is a great situation, relatively close to home, good kids, good facilities. It just made sense. I think I can still make a difference.
Well, it's not like you've been out of coaching. You've been coaching consistently.
Yeah, I haven't had a fall off in 48 years, so I guess we might as well keep it rolling. What the heck? So it's good stuff.
Yeah, Cheverus, one of the outstanding programs in the state, and been in flux a little bit. Went down to 8-man football and came back up in Class B now. Sure. And so what are the plans for Cheverus football? You're going to stay in B? I mean, you were a Class A powerhouse back under Coach Wolfgram back in the day. And so what are you thinking?
First off, I want to commend John and Mike Vance. They left the program in really good shape. These kids know how to practice, how to play hard, the things that, they have a culture of winning, of playing for each other. So it made my job a lot easier. Sometimes you go into a program and you're starting from scratch. So I want to commend those two guys. We're going to be a lot different. Right now, we're going one day at a time. We're just trying to get 1% better every day. Is the plan to get back to Class A at some point? Yes, it is. How that timeline goes, we'll wait and see. But we're happy to be in Class B.
What draws you to this game?
Oh, the cause. I mean, the reason we started it almost 35 years ago. I mean, the game that I love, the game which I think is the greatest developer of young men ever created, and we have an opportunity to give back to a bunch of kids that are a lot less fortunate. I have a tear in my eye every day that I'm up here for 1 minute or another thinking about my kids are healthy, they're doing well, and I look at having gone to the hospital, seeing what those young kids are going through, and know that a game that we all love has given back hundreds of thousands of dollars to help make their life a little bit easier. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Thank you, Skip.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
No man does more for football in the state of Maine than this guy right here.
Good job. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Helping people's kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary downs in the heart. The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath. CMCC is the best
place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
You have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Well, we're equal opportunity here at the Lobster Bowl. We brought on the quarterback. Now we got ourselves a lineman here, Jace Negley from Levitt High School. Jace heading up to the University of Maine. Won the award for the Outstanding Lineman of the Year. Jace, as you put this game together here, you're very familiar because Coach is running the offense for you, so you're familiar with the schemes and all that. Are you helping out some of the other guys that may not quite be as familiar? Are you playing on the offense or defensive side of the ball?
So I'm playing on the offense side of the ball, and for sure, you know, like me and my teammates, we got 5 of us here this year, so we all know that playbook like the back of our hand. So the other guys that are learning it for the first time, you know, it's easy to hear from a coach, but if you get like a player instruction, sometimes it's easier because they've been in it, done it. So yeah, for sure, we're all helping out the guys that need a little bit of help with that.
It's a little bit easier. I was talking to Noah Carpenter about this, putting an offense together for an all-star game now because so many of the kids are going to camps together. The skill guys are going to camps, so they're all familiar with the passing tree and all of that. How has the offense been coming together in since Sunday?
I think the offense is coming together very well. You know, the coaches have put a lot of time in, making it easier for us. And I think we're really picking up the ways of the offense nicely.
So you were the winner, as we said, the Gaziano Award for the Outstanding Lineman of the Year. A lot of great guys have won that award and gone on to a future career. Talk a little bit about what you're looking forward to at the University of Maine. What are they telling you up there, Coach Stevens?
Yeah, I can't wait. You know, it's been a dream of mine to always play for the University of Maine, and I finally got that opportunity. So I'm really looking forward to it, and we'll see what happens when I get there, but I'm really excited.
Well, you should be excited here. Going to represent the Levitt community, one of the best football communities here in the state of Maine, and heading up to the mothership up at Orono. So we thank you for your dedication to this game, your fundraising efforts to be in this game, and we wish you the very best of luck in this game and in your career as well, Jace.
Thank you so much, sir.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
We're here with the head coach of the East for this year's game. Third time as head coach, Dan O'Connell. Thanks for coming on, Dan.
Coach, thanks for having me, and we appreciate everything Munson Media does for this game and football and all sports all over the state, so thank you.
Thank you, Coach. So third time in, you've been involved in this game a lot of times also as an assistant, a player too.
No, I was not.
No, you did not play?
I was a nominee, thankfully, but there was a couple guys at Bangor High School and Mr. Jameson and Mr. Clark that were a little bit better than I was, so kudos to them. I got to celebrate a touchdown pass that Nat Clark caught from Brian Scott. Yeah. We had a great time with that, but maybe one of the biggest reasons that I do this is because I thought it was such a great honor for those guys as a player, and when I had the chance to be part of it, in 2008 with Butch Arthurs, when he asked me, I couldn't pass it up, and I haven't been able to give it up since with the great cause and the great people that are surrounded.
Well, there's certainly a nucleus of you guys that come back every year. Coach Marston, Coach County, Skip's involved again this year. We had Skip on to talk to him. And when you go as the X and O guy here as the head coach of Lobster Bowl, it's a lot different from being a head coach of a high school team. Talk about the differences.
Well, you know, the first part is, and I'm very lucky to have a great staff back at John Babs, but to have these minds in this number, right, to have 8 or 9 guys on your staff that can handle certainly positions and then coordination, you become kind of the cheerleader and the manager of everything non-football. Sometimes I feel like when I'm on the field during practice, that's when I should go get off my feet and take a rest, because those guys got it, and they do an impeccable job. I'm lucky to have a tremendous staff this year. We have a mix of seasoned veterans, like you said, with Coach Capone and Coach Marston. And then we've got a good core group of young guys that haven't done this before. And it's always good to bring new blood to this game, because I think that's the thread that will tie it to football in our state. And I think that's very important.
Well, thank you for your commitment to this game, Dan. Good luck this year. And certainly the team's in good hands with you with it.
Well, I hope so. I mean, we've got great kids. It's a great cause. The Shriners have done a great job. Foxcroft Academy has been amazing. God willing, everybody will stay healthy. And certainly while we're out there doing the 3-a-days and the individual work and the birdcage drills and all the stuff that we go through to get them ready, the kids have been great. And hopefully we'll have a great showcase for the great game of football on Saturday and support this wonderful cause.
Great. So we'll see you Saturday, Coach. Looks like great weather for that. So Dan O'Connell, the head coach of the East.
Forensics has grown so much, and it's very beneficial to the criminal justice system. I was always one of those kids that watched Forensic Files. That was something I loved. Just a science person all around. I always have been. The instructors are some of the top forensic experts in Maine. They really know what they're talking about. They've been there, done that. CMCC is very lucky to have people like this. I'm an intro to criminal justice and criminal law and report writing. It's a lot of the baseline of things I have to be knowledgeable about. I want to do crime scene photography. The forensic science program is preparing me to start thinking, like, what's important here? What do I need to look for, like, right off the bat? You never know what you're going to find.
We're here with one of the assistant coaches, the offensive coordinator for the East, Isaac LeBlanc of Waterville High School. Isaac, we brought you on because you have a unique perspective here, we think, a first-year coach, and you're coordinating the offense, and you're running 8-man football at Waterville. So talk about the whole situation here. 8-man has been a godsend for so many schools, Isaac.
I mean, for Waterville personally, like it's been a great a great transition for us the last few years to kind of build back our numbers. So that's going real well. But as far as being a first-year coach in the Lobster Bowl, I love it. You're learning a lot. You're meeting a lot of great coaches and working with a bunch of kids that know the game. So it's been a pleasure so far.
It's almost an advanced course, isn't it, in coaching when you come up here? You're young. You want to absorb as much as you can from Danny and all the veteran coaches that are coaching here on both sides. I mean, you coaches all get together and you're sharing East and West, are sharing ideas and things of that sort. So how do you find it with the X's and O's coming out of 8-man football back to 11? I mean, you did 11-man football before.
Yeah, I mean, I've been around football my whole life. So as far as that, that's not really a major concern. I think just learning our concepts and what we're trying to install this week has been the process we're going through. But I think it's going well, and I'm soaking up a lot of knowledge from a lot of other great coaches too along the way. So it's been a great first 3 days.
Talk a little bit about some of the kids we should be looking for in the skill positions here for the East: quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers. Who you're going to try to get loose?
Oh, well, I mean, geez, there's so many. I mean, every kid's a good player, but I mean, our quarterbacks, we got Jack Shook from Bangor and Wyatt Rayfield from Foxcroft, both great kids, smart, coachable, disciplined. Running backs, we got a great group of guys. We got Tafare, James Corson, and Aaron Reed from Adomic had a great year last year. Caden Peso from Mountain Valley, he was 8-man running back. He was a phenomenal player in our league last year. Gage Beaudry from Foxcroft's in the back. Like we got a lot of guys that can do the job out there. Out at like receivers, Parker Sargent from Coney had a heck of a year. He's a guy. Spencer Lorendo, another guy that's been effective for us this week. Just a lot of athletes, and it's been a pleasure working with all of them. It's been fun.
Almost get spoiled here a little bit with the talent that you have, and might want to say, hey, geez, could we play with 2 footballs this year, because we got to get the ball to a lot of guys.
Yeah, right. You know, I think one thing that I'll say about our guys that I've noticed the first 3 days is like they're buying into like you know, a collective group output for, you know, what we're trying to do. Everyone knows we're going to have to, you know, share the rock, and they're all coming from, most of these guys are coming from programs where they're the guy, and this week it's everyone has the potential to be that person, so it might be, you know, by committee in a lot of things we do.
Well, thanks, Isaac. Continued success at Waterville High School. Good luck in the game on Saturday. Isaac LeBlanc, offensive coordinator for the East.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
We're here with Parker Sargent of Coney High School, and Parker had himself an outstanding senior year, and is going to be one of the wide receivers here for the East. We were talking to Coach LeBlanc, the offensive coordinator, and he says he's got so many options. What impresses you about the way that the skill package has come together for the East this year?
What impresses me the most is that it's not just one guy on this offense, it's multiple guys who can make plays, and the good thing about that is if one of them needs to get open, all of us work together, and it just helps our offense as a whole. So,
well, this has certainly turned into a offensive game in the past few years. Early on in the series, defense seemed to have the edge. If you take a look back at the history of the game, you look at the first 15, 20 years, defenses kind of ruled the day. Back when your father played in this game, and you have the uniqueness of following in his footsteps in this game. And the game has opened up. I bet your dad looks at some of these offenses running now and goes, oh, boy. I wish we'd had that back in the day.
Definitely, yeah. When he played back in the day, there was a lot less running, or there was a lot more running the ball, lot less passing, and it was a run heavy, and it was a defensive heavy game. So,
well, one of the things that your father's coach always did is when there was trouble, say to the quarterback, throw the ball to Nate. That was me. I had the pleasure of coaching Nate back at Garden Area High School. So as you take a look at this game, the fundraising, the community steps up big for you. Oh, yeah. You were one of the top fundraisers, I believe.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not one of the top fundraisers, but just being able to play in this game just for the Shriners Hospital, it's very important to me. Not only because I love the game of football, just to have the opportunity to play in this game because a lot of other kids don't have the chance. So raise money for them.
So as we take a look at your future, you're a top 10 student at Coney High School. You're heading up to Thomas College. Talk a little bit about what you're going to be with the Terriers.
Yep. So I'm going to Thomas, and I'm studying sports management, and I'll actually be playing basketball there. So it'll be fun. I'm joining a 3-year program to study sports management to get my bachelor's, and then the 4th year to get my master's. So
fantastic. Kid with his head screwed on right. Got the future planned out. Great job, Parker. Thanks for coming on with us. We'll have more from Media Day after this.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation. Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Well, we're here with the Coach Scullies. Brendan, Colin, old-timer, new-timer. Brendan, you've coached in this game a number of times and head coach this year. Talk a little bit about how it is to be the head coach of the Lobster Bowl.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, a little bit of a different experience because I've been able to get some tremendous assistance. So You've got Mike Hathaway running your offense. You've got Keith Knoll running your defense, and Sam Johnson from Westbrook's doing the special teams. Trying to run interference for those guys so that they can coach, and the kids are in great hands and kind of going back and forth between both sides. It's been a lot of fun. So I'm really enjoying that, really enjoying kind of absorbing some different things that the guys are doing at their schools, and it's been great.
Colin, you come in a unique perspective. Last year a player, this year a coach.
Yep. Yeah, it's been super fun. It's definitely a lot different than playing last year, but I've had a lot of fun coaching and getting a lot of new information from the guys, hanging around with the coaches, and yeah, having a good time.
A student at York Community College, coaching in the fall, and as you said, just a wealth of knowledge up here, isn't it? The thing for a young assistant, I always used to say, if you're a young assistant, ears open, notebook open, start writing.
This is definitely the place to be when you're getting some good Maine high school football knowledge from some really good coaches that have been around doing it for a very long time. So I've been very lucky to be put here in this position.
So how is it your son is assistant coach, Brendan?
Well, he's young, but like last summer I'm at Deering, and he came on to be an assistant with me last year, and right from the get-go in summer we're doing 7-on-7s and stuff, and it was pretty easy to tell right off the bat that he was going to be a pretty good coach because he just jumped right in and is working with our secondary and coaching them up real good. He knows, fortunately for him, the stuff I'm teaching the kids at Deering is stuff I've been teaching him since he was, about 6 years old. So he's pretty fluent with a lot of that stuff and a very confident coach. So he, even more so than some of the adults were around, he's vocal and dove right in and didn't wait to be told. He's just right on top of it, and he brought the same thing in the fall for us at Deering, and has brought the same thing here this week. I think the other guys have been impressed that somebody as young as he is has just kind of stepped in and taken over with the secondary guys, so it's been great.
Coaches' kids are unique, as I can speak from experience here. So as you take a look at your defensive secondary, you get a lot of pressure on your assistant coach, I think the ball's going in the air.
For sure, it will be, but I've got a really good group back there with some really good players. I've got Kyle Blaney over at corner. I've got both Isaacs up at safety, just some really all-around very good football players that are super smart. They've made my job very easy. A lot of the stuff that I teach them, they're already thinking what I'm thinking before I even say it. So it's been a pretty smooth ride with those guys.
Offensively, you talked about Coach Hathaway. He's got a load of his kids in the stable here today to be able to play for him. And so it must have been a pretty easy, way to transition into an offense with such key components already knowing the playbook.
Yeah, we've got, two guards that are very strong. They're Twitchell and Negley, and we have Noah's obviously at quarterback running the show. Demers is like an H-back, off-the-line tight end guy. And those guys, one of the things that's great about Noah is obviously he's a tremendous athlete and all that, but he's extremely smart. He's been running the system that we're running in this game since he was very young. And he is very quick to, just be a coach on the field. If somebody's lined up on the wrong side, he moves them over, he makes corrections so it's been really nice. It's almost like having a coach on the field as well, who's also an incredible athlete, so it's nice.
Well, we certainly want to wish you the very best. Thanks for giving up a week of your summer here to come for the kids of the Shrine, and certainly we all know the great cause this is for. So thank you. It's a unique opportunity for you, Colin, to come in and coach with your dad and enjoy the game.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Rob.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Gabe Jewett of Kennebunk joins us. He's one of the top fundraisers this year and an outstanding season for you guys last year. Class B champions. Talk a little bit about that, how that success came about.
So I think the success was at the beginning of the year, we all had one goal, and Coach Noel helped us. He was like, if you guys want, all the coaches really, they're like, if we want to do this, we're gonna make you work. And all season it was a battle, and wouldn't have wanted to do it at any other
group of boys, and yeah, it was a magical season.
And this is one 50 years from now, you'll look back on that season there, and you'll still have those cherished memories there and those kids. And you'll go back, and you guys will always be 18 years old having won a state championship. That's fantastic. One of the other reasons we brought you on here, Gabe, is that you're one of the top fundraisers, and we want to remind the people that this game is a fundraising game, and Gabe and his community really came through big.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone, my mom, my dad, and everyone in the Kennebunk, Arundel community, Kennebunkport. They came through. I couldn't thank them enough for what they've done and how they've helped the kids with being top fundraisers. So all I can say is thank you to them.
And how much money did you raise for the game, Gabe?
I think it was almost 7,000. So,
and as you said, that's a community stepping up and getting it done.
I can't thank them enough.
So, stepping into your role in the game this week, what are you looking forward to, and how has the practices gone for you so far?
The practices have gone pretty good. I mean, it was just working out some kinks, getting back in. We've had a little rust on the joints, getting back into the swing of things, and like playing with people that you've like hated all season, your rivals, coming together with them. It's pretty cool to see. So, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to play at least one last game with some of my teammates. So, yeah, I'm looking
fantastic. And what are your future plans, Gabe?
So right now, I'm gonna go to SMCC, do paramedicine, and I'm already on the fire department in Kennebunk. And then from there, I don't know, maybe PA school, something. Figuring it out still.
Well, you got a lot of years to figure things out, but you've already made a great commitment to this game, and Kennebunk very proud of you, I'm sure, as well.